so glad to be back with everyone. I hope all these panels have gone well. We're joined here with my dad. Hi, Dad.
Hi,
Um, Seth is shooting today, so we're very lucky to have my dad standing in.
glad to be here.
Yeah, okay, great. It's our pleasure to present the 2026 Scotty Caregiver Awards. The Scotty Awards are named after, of course, this guy, my dad, Scott, who selflessly cared for my mom for 16 years. Dad, why don't you tell us a little bit about this award?
Okay, well, it's true honor to join everyone at the sixth annual HFC CareCon and to present the Scotty Award. Caregiving represents the very best of human nature: kindness, sacrifice, patience, and love. At its core, it is the quiet, daily decision to place another person's needs above our own. When my wife Adele was diagnosed with Alzheimer's at 55, becoming her caregiver was not a choice I hesitated to make. It was an act of love. But as many of you know, love does not make the journey easy. Caregiving asks much of us emotionally, physically, and spiritually. Tonight, while we honor those caring for loved ones with dementia, the Scotty stands for something larger. It represents every professional and family caregiver whose devotion sustains dignity, comfort, and hope. To all of you, we see you and we thank you.
Every day, millions of caregivers give their time, their energy, and their love to support their family members. Today, we are so honored to recognize two of these incredible individuals. First up is Kaloa, nominated by her best friend, Serena, who describes her as someone with an open heart, a loving spirit, and a powerful drive to bring dementia caregiving solutions to her community.
Lois stepped in to care for her mother living with dementia while also supporting her 84-year-old grandmother, all while working full-time and earning her master's degree in social work. She spent countless evenings researching resources, not just for her family, but to help other caregivers as well.
Her experience inspired her professional path. After graduating with a master's degree in 2025, Kaloa began working with colleagues to create a Dementia Day program in her community, a safe, culturally responsive place that provides meaningful care for loved ones and true respite for caregivers.
We also honor Lisa, a professional caregiver nominated by Melanie, whose mother Janet was in her care. Lisa didn't just manage Janet's condition. She preserved her dignity, meeting her each day with patience, calm, and compassion, even in the most difficult moments.
Lisa became a pillar of support for the entire family. Her expertise and kindness gave them peace of mind, knowing their mother was treated with the same love and respect as family.
Please join us in welcoming this year's Scotty Award recipients, Kaloa and Lisa, and their guests, Serena and Melody.
Yay! So weird to do this virtually. It feels like we should come onto the stage, we should hug you, but
Right.
here we are through the
That,
computer.
that,
Um,
that's right.
Kaloa, why don't you tell us, as a caregiver for a loved one, especially a parent, it's both deeply meaningful and, of course, incredibly challenging. You cared for both your grandmother and your mother while also juggling school and work. Can you share what are the things that keep you going on the hardest days?
The gratitude of knowing my purpose, that is my purpose, that is my calling. Like Sirena said in the nomination she wrote for me, I started my career in child welfare, but after my mother was diagnosed at 59, and then my grandmother, and now my paternal grandmother, my focus has been really noticing there wasn't really supports out there for people like me who don't have high amounts of money or education in the field. So that's what got me up in the day, even when it was hard, even it was when it was difficult, and even when I had to realize that I was my own mother's mother. Um, and that's just kind of what pushed me through.
Takes a lot of strength for all of that. So, um, well done. It's amazing, amazing load you've carried. Um, Dad, you want to ask the next question?
Next question. Um, what is the next question?
I can go if it's not in front of you. It's okay. Um, uh, Lisa, I'm curious, what's one lesson that caregiving has taught you about love and life and resilience?
Boy. Um, yeah, that's a lot. Just to always try to be like pleasant and you know, patient. Yeah, like be patient. Like sometimes when you're caregiving, they kind of like retaliate but it's not you that they're retaliating. Like so a lot of times they don't, you know, recognize you as a family member, because you're not. But you just have to like not take things personal and just try to remain calm is a big one with dementia. You can't, because then they just kind of mirror so you always had to remain calm and try to be, um, you know, pleasant. Yes, right, pleasant.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
always, which is hard sometimes, but I mean, you always have to just kind of like step back and remember that they sometimes don't know what they're doing. Like, they're not trying to hit you. They're done. You know what I mean? It's not, they're just scared and you just have to remain,
yeah,
you know, calm.
yeah. What inspires you to get through those moments?
Uh, it's, I've been, uh, some days are really hard. Um, uh, Janet was always she was so nice and pleasant most of the time, but some days she would have not good days. And a lot of times, some people, would not know how to react with her. So then they'd be like, you know, get Janet, because then she would be like good with me. I think because she recognized my, being calmness. But just, you really have to do it just try to take it day by day, because other than that, you're going to just spiral out. It's a lot. Some days are a lot to deal with when your mind is just like, when there's many of them having bad days, because I didn't, uh, just try to get through it, and it's all you can do, really.
Yeah,
Just to try to stay there.
yeah, one foot in front of the next. I think everyone
Right,
watching understands that so much.
right. Yeah, just one day at a
Chloe,
time.
yeah, yeah. Chloe, I'm curious if you could go back and give yourself advice at the beginning of your caregiving journey, what would that advice be?
I wouldn't give myself any advice. I think I immediately stepped forward as soon as I felt something was wrong, and I advocated for my mother the entire time. Um, and then when my grandmother started showing symptoms, I advocated for her, and she's since passed, but now my paternal grandmother was showing symptoms, and I jumped right on the horse. I've become the expert of symptoms now, and um, I wouldn't change anything about my journey. Maybe be a little bit more gentler to my professors. Um, but my mom came first to me. Be gentler to friends. I did cut off a lot of people because I was kind of ashamed of, I didn't really want to talk about things that would depress me about like, hey, my mom's incontinent or my mom beat me up today or, or make them feel depressed or them start crying because they remember my mom. So that would be the only thing is that maybe telling my friends and apologizing to professors for giving them a hard time and telling my friends it's okay to have an emotion and it's okay to laugh when she does something silly, like forget your name or dance to Shake That Monkey. Um, and it's okay to cry when it's sad to watch her disappear or watch her fade. I'm grateful for the journey from beginning to the end.
Yeah. Yeah. Finding gratitude in that is very hard, but it's amazing that you had. Well, Chloe and Lisa, thank you so much. You're both really, truly amazing, and this conversation is inspiring, and we're grateful to you for being such amazing caregivers. Serena and Melanie, thank you for sharing their stories with us.
Certainly.
Thank you. Yeah.
Um, in honor of their hard work, we're delighted to award both of you with a cash award or equivalent of 100 hours of in-home care. You'll also receive a really beautiful statue by the sculptor Adrian Miller, who's no relation to us, but is a ceramicist who created a special sculpture to honor Scotty Award recipients every year. He makes one-of-a-kind pieces to serve as a reminder of our thanks and support. They're really beautiful.
And today we had the privilege of shining a light on just a few of the millions of caregivers, making a difference every day. But our work doesn't stop here. Let's continue to show up for caregivers, honor their contributions, and support them however we can.
Thank you all for being part of this special moment, and thank you again to our extraordinary awardees. Let's keep the momentum going because caregiving deserves to be recognized, celebrated, and supported. So